So Real Sociedad against Getafe then in the Basque Country. Real Sociedad coming into this encounter after back-to-back defeats, and Getafe in contrast, a really promising start to 2025, no question about that in terms of the results they've notched so far in this calendar year. In terms of the first opportunity of the game, well, the first half saw chances few and far between, but it was Getafe who swung the ball into the penalty area initially, and then the snap strike really wasn't a bad one at all, just whistling past the upright. Certainly represented an opportunity though when you consider the balance of play. Here it was with the hits. Then Che just sliding it inside, and you could see the intention, couldn't you, from Yildirim to create the opportunity. It's a little bit messy at the back from Real Sociedad, and eventually Alex Sola with the cross shot that just flashed across the face of goal, ultimately to no avail against his former club. But it was the closest that Getafe went in the first half. It was certainly a striker goal, I think. Plenty of zip and pace on it, just not the required accuracy. An effort from an awful long way out. It was quite a physical game. Plenty going on. Yellow card was shown for Torrientes. With this challenge, referee had to get a handle on it. I mean, the studs certainly come down, don't they? Just look at that right boot, it's a naughty one. He's reckless, he's out of control. Could have been a touch stronger than yellow, that. Then the throw-in, held into the confines of the penalty area. Strike on goal was off target. Not quite got the connection right. It's a very frustrating afternoon for Zubimendi and Real Sociedad in the end. Sociedad kept coming forwards and looking for opportunities, and certainly Kubo had a chance when he was just pouring forwards on that right-hand side. He looked the man most likely for Real Sociedad to make things happen. Just in terms of his directness and positivity. You can see here hitting the dead ball line. No question this was a physical encounter between two sides who've really struggled to score in LaLiga this season. Hung up the cross though, and it was a decent opportunity. Oyarzábal it was, he just rose high and couldn't quite direct the header with enough haste and power on it. I mean, he's backtracking slightly, not easy at all. Goalkeeper does well to gather the ball and keep it from crossing the line. And the free kick for Getafe, zipped in and just rippling the side of the net, really. Decent attempt in the end. Sociedad certainly finished the first half the stronger of the two sides and did create another opportunity. I mean, this one wasn't easy either, really. Baldia rises high, but from that kind of position, it's got to be down, and the goalkeeper, Soria, just tipping the ball over the crossbar. It's a nice height, really, for the keeper. Substitutions at the start of the second half, and a couple of substitutions which should prove vital as well, with Perez coming on for Alex Sola at the interval. He would later go on to have a big impact on this game. Second half really started as the first half left off, bitty and scrappy and not too much to choose between the two sides. Chances at an absolute premium in the game. Floated into the penalty area, the acrobatic attempt. Would have been a goal of the weekend, wouldn't it, from Uche had it got in. Couldn't quite direct the acrobatics. In terms of Real Sociedad, well, they struggled to find the fluidity they wanted throughout the entire game. Just struggled in the final third to any kind of real quality. Injuries as well mounting up, such was the physical nature of the game. Lopez coming on. For Real Sociedad, it really didn't get much better in terms of what they managed to create in the game. It's 3-1, of course, against Lazio in the Europa League in midweek coming into this encounter. Did have an opportunity, or so they thought. But it was offside in the end. Thabo never quite managed to direct his body shape around the ball adequately. He was always a shoulder off. Substitutions continue to come for Getafe, and substitutions which changed the flow of the game in many ways. It's a corner kick which was hoisted into a decent area, the effort on goal, and then a penalty was initially awarded for the foul on Rico. But in the end, after a VAR check, it was chalked off. I mean, look at how he moves his body shape here, Rico. He's being a little bit clever, just trying to buy one there. Two number 16s clashing. It's a tangle more than anything else. And after a VAR check, the decision was overturned and no penalty was awarded. And the throw-in into the box, not properly cleared by Real Sociedad, and there's a lot of this from the home team, really. Half a shout for a penalty there as well, but they didn't defend well. Real Sociedad never seemed calm and composed at the back. There was the additional shout for a decision to be given in Getafe's favour. Substitutions continue to come thick and fast in the game. Both coaches tried to change the dynamic in the narrative. And then this happens. It's cleverly done, actually, in terms of the opportunity for Perez. Lovely little ball inside, then the effort on goal from Mayoral, and the finish from Uche. 71 minutes on the clock, and Getafe had the moment that mattered. And Real Sociedad just carved open at the back, and really it's the way I think Perez just placed this ball early. Clips it inside. It's a good save actually from the goalkeeper, but right into the path of Uche. 7 yards out, never going to miss in that kind of range. Getafe leading by a goal to nil. No offside, as you can see here. Goal stood, Real Sociedad 0. Getafe 1. And they came forwards once again. It was Koba on the left-hand side, and then Rico with the early cross in. And just look at this and the substitute, Perez. How much does he want it here? Look at the physicality, the desire just to get there first, to barge his man off the ball, and then to apply the finish as well. Great desire. Just wanted it more. And Perez with the finish to make it 2-0. Only scored 14 LaLiga goals coming into this encounter. Then they had a couple in the space of a couple of minutes. And Real Sociedad at this stage had a mountain to climb. Goalkeeper was always behind that one from range. Certainly moving though, wasn't it? But just that step to the right-hand side, I think keeper got himself in a bit of a muddle. And then Sociedad came forward once again, and it was Kubo had the effort and Torilla with the save. Just a lack really from Real Sociedad of genuine quality in the final third. This probably represents a decent opportunity. The header from Oskarsson, the Icelandic youngster. He's never really troubling the goalkeeper from that kind of range. And inside the penalty area, smashed high and wide by Mayoral, but he certainly caused problems for the Real Sociedad backline. Made no mistake about that. Sociedad continuing to come forwards and ask one or two questions to try to get back into the game. And once again, it was Skarsen who went into the goalkeeper. It's actually a really good starting position for the goalkeeper. Does really well. Smother the situation. And then at the other end, indecision at the back from Real Sociedad, and another really good finish. Carlos Perez, his second goal of the game, Getafe's third. Been so short of goals in LaLiga this season, but 3 in the second half against Real Sociedad put them in firm control of the contest. And the ball from Real Sociedad into the penalty area, and there was just a little suggestion that the ball had gone out of play. That was certainly the interpretation from the referee. Real Sociedad pouring forwards. Once again, side netting from Skarsen. It was lively when he came on, the Icelandic youngster. Just tried and tried again, but it wasn't there. Afternoon, once again finding the side netting. He was busy in the game, but just couldn't find the real moment that mattered. That is how it finished on the afternoon. Real Sociedad 0, Getafe 3. Big win for the away side.